Hey guys, HDvee here and welcome to a brand new video. Today we've got some pretty interesting things to go over for the Indigo Disk DLC. There have been some new updates about the potential release date for the second DLC of the Hidden Treasure of Area Zero. We're going to be getting into that today. As well as that, we have some new trademarks to take a look at. Plenty of things to break down though. So if you're excited for the video, as always, make sure to drop a like down below. Let's try and hit 500 likes. It really helps out. Leave a comment with your thoughts on anything we cover in today's video. When do you think the Indigo Disk is going to be released? Subscribe if you're brand new, ring the notification bell. With all of that out of the way, let's get into the video, and I really hope that you enjoy. So, starting things off, let's take a look at this updated Indigo Disk release date situation. So, originally, this was posted by Joe Merritt talking about the new Regulation E format and the kind of timing of this and how it would potentially link to the Indigo Disk release date. So, obviously, we had the Regulation E details being released. So, it allows Pokemon that were added in Teal Mask to be used, runs from October the 1st until November the 30th. And then Joe Merritt replied saying, with Regulation D ending in September the 1st, or in September, I theorized Teal Mask would drop in September, which added up. Obviously, we did get the Teal Mask in September. And then he went on to say, so with this only being a 2-month regulation, I'm going to post that based on this, Indigo Disk may be dropping in November. So we kind of had an idea that potentially Indigo Disk would be dropping in November because of this, if it followed the same pattern as Regulation D and the Teal Mask, which is fair, you know, fair enough. Like, there's nothing... there's no reason as to why it wouldn't be the situation. However, we have since had an update about Regulation E. So we have this post here by Lumios saying, shout out to Scooteezy VGC for bringing this up, but Home says Regulation E is running through December, not November, implying December 2023 for Indigo Disk drop, not November. So this is the updated event schedule. So it says Sunday, October the 1st, 2023, midnight UTC to Tuesday, January the 2nd, 2024 at 23:59 UTC. So obviously originally it was ending in at the end of November, which is why we thought the Indigo Disk would be dropping in November, but now it looks like it's updated to the end of December or the very start of January, which means that the Indigo Disk is probably going to be dropping in December, which makes sense. I mean, it's holiday season, stuff like that. It's right before Christmas. I'm assuming it's going to be dropping there around then anyway, so it does make sense. But actually, this wasn't like fully kind of like confirmed. It had only been changed for like, I think like a few countries, like maybe France and stuff like that. It was still saying like Regulation E ending at the end of November in like the Japanese kind of websites and Twitter accounts and stuff, and as well as the English ones as well. So only a few like countries had actually been updated. We have Soul Silver also talking about this as well, saying big thanks to Lumios post for pointing this out, but this goes hand in hand with the response Ku gave to Cerebee's speculation on the Indigo Disk potentially releasing in November due to the Regulation E apparently ending on November the 30th, because Riddler Ku actually posted a reply to this tweet from Joe Merritt here, where obviously Joe Merritt was saying that because Regulation D ending in September, yada yada yada. But then we actually had Riddler Ku saying, always beware of people making outright assertions when they don't know anything. So we had Riddler Ku basically saying like, nah mate, you're wrong. Like, that's not going to be the situation. And now we've had this updated regulation situation. It looks like that is why Riddler Ku was responding in that way. So the Indigo Disk potentially releasing in November due to Regulation E, apparently ending on November 30th. Turns out there's some conflicting information on this. Pokemon Home is saying that Regulation E actually runs until January the 1st, 2024. This would mean that most likely the Indigo Disk could release in December instead, as that would be the last month of Regulation E, which is exactly what happened with Regulation D and the Teal Mask release date. So it's the same kind of idea, like it's the same sort of pattern. Exactly the same as what happened like with the Teal Mask and Regulation D. It's just being extended. So instead of it ending in November and the Indigo Disk coming out in November, it's been extended to December, so the Indigo Disk will come out in December. So it's literally just been it's been pushed back 1 month. That's basically the situation. In my opinion, this makes much more sense. I've always thought the Indigo Disk will be released early mid-December, since we know it was originally planned for January 2024, and now we know why Q replied what he did here to we will see. So that's basically that's basically the situation with the Indigo Disk release date. We also have Pokeexperto here saying Regulation E has been extended until January the 2nd, 2024 in the Spanish, French, and German version. So these were the countries that were updated. This is why people were a little bit like, well, what's going on? Why is it being updated for France, Germany and Spain, but it's not being updated for like the Japanese-speaking countries and also the English-speaking countries and stuff like that. The final date remains December the 1st, 2023 in English and Japanese. Given its possible connection with the release of the second DLC for Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, it is advisable to keep this date present since the DLC could come out shortly before that date. However, though, we did have this update on the 11th of September, basically saying from the Japanese kind of accounts now that today the period of Regulation E has been added and revised. Correction, ranked beer rule change October the 1st to December the 1st, 8:59. Now the correct one is ranked rule change October the 1st to January 2024. It has been extended for 1 month until 8:59 on the 3rd. So it's now confirmed by like Japanese sources as well that Regulation E is going to be extended until the start of January, and I'm sure, like, I'm recording this on the 11th of September, so quite a while before this video is probably going to go up, but I'm sure we'll have like updates from like the English accounts as well and stuff like that. But that is basically confirmation that it has now changed. It's not ending in November, it is ending in January, which again means that the Indigo Disc is very, very likely to be coming out in December, because we also have Joe Merrick here also stating that basically when they were talking about the Teal Mask being released, they also stated that it basically says 2023 for Indigo Disc. 2023 is not 2024, because obviously people are very correct in the like obviously it's saying that it's coming out winter 2023, and that does extend into 2024. Winter 2023 does end in February, so that's why people are still thinking like 2024. But now with this update as well, where it's saying it's going to be 2023 for the Indigo Disc, and as well as that, I know that fiscal years are a thing and stuff, but when Legends Arceus dropped, well, when it was announced and stuff, and they were basically saying when it was like going to be released and stuff, they took into account Legends Arceus being like the next year, because obviously it was the next year that was coming out. But with the Indigo Disc, they're still talking about it being this year, so that's why kind of basically it's coming out this year. That's everything is pointing towards it coming out this year. And the fact that they also dropped this information as well, saying that it it still says 2023 for Indigo Disc, 2023 is not 2024. When they drop like the release date of the Teal Mask, it just kind of adds up more towards the idea that yes, it is going to be coming out this year, and yes, it's most likely going to be coming out in December now. So so much stuff to talk about it with all that, but let's move on to these trademarks now as well, because there's some interesting things about this. So Light here tweeting out saying Nintendo, Creatures, and Game Freak trademarked Mask of Change, Night Wanderer, and Crimson Haze, probably new TCG sets for 2024. Upcoming, the Teal Mask, we expect, I'm obviously recording this before the Teal Mask is out, but obviously we know about Ogerpon's different masks and stuff. We expect that Ogerpon will be the Mask of Change. Others could be from the Indigo Disc. So obviously it is likely about the TCG, but with the titles of them, they are most likely going to be related to the TCG, and well, the TCG names are most likely going to be related to the DLC. So Mask of Change is Ogerpon, so that set's probably going to be about like Ogerpon and stuff, and the Teal Mask. And then Night Wanderer and Crimson Haze could very well be about the Indigo Disc. Like Night Wanderer could be a new Pokemon in the Indigo Disc, and Crimson Haze could very well be Entei, Entei's Paradox form in the Indigo Disc DLC. In my opinion, Night Wanderer and Crimson Haze will release in April 2024 as the main Scarlet and Violet 6 sets, and Mask of Change will be the first DLC set in June 2024. The Indigo Disc DLC sets will release near October 2024, in my opinion. So that's Osmio saying that. I do also have Soul Silver also talking about this, saying if those big leaks about the Teal Mask didn't happen, these names would have been huge for some great speculation, but maybe they still could be. The last one specifically sounds like it could be related to our friend Entei. Either way, so happy to hear we're going to see the DLC Pokemon in the Pokemon TCG soon. So yeah, Crimson Haze could potentially, like, it is about the TCG, but it very well could also be linking with the Indigo Disc as well. Yeah, Night Wanderer, very interesting. I don't know what kind of Pokemon that potentially could relate to, but either way, we might get some information about this soon as well. But we'll have to wait and see. But that is basically going to be everything for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please do consider hitting the like button down below. Let's try and hit 500 likes. It does really help out. Leave a comment. When do you think the Indigo Disc is going to be released? Again, it's looking very likely now that it's going to be December. The next trailer for it, I would probably say maybe drops next month. If not, then definitely November. And that's probably where we'll get Paradox Entei, Paradox Terrakion, maybe a little bit more information on these other different Pokemon and stuff. Maybe a little bit more information on like Heath and story, because he was shown very, I guess, slightly in the most recent Indigo Disk trailer. So hopefully we get some information about that soon. But yeah, let me know when you think the release date is going to be, and also what are your thoughts on these TCG trademarks? Do you think it could have any implications for the DLC or not? But yeah, that's everything from me. Subscribe if you're brand new, ring the notification bell. Have a fantastic rest of your day, and until next time, peace.